in which we are playing a mode that has never been streamed on SG until now. This is the Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race. My name is Jaxie, and I'm joined by Sinak. Sinak, can you explain what the heck we're doing today?
Sure. So we've got this event, Speed Gaming Live. It's happening here in was it like November? Yeah, first week of November, right?
Yeah.
And well, one of the tournaments that's going to be there at SG Live is going to be a Link to the Past Randomizer. And this year we decided to make things a little spicier than they had been in the past. So
I would love to hear how spicy this would be.
It's not like burn your mouth spicy, but it might give you some indigestion if you're not used to it. So it's casual boots.
Okay.
What we mean by that, standard Uncle, Hyrule Castle, all of that. You start with boots and a sword.
All right.
But then it also, I'll get to that here. So if you're familiar with the main tournament was played on a hard item pool. Well, what we've done is we kind of changed a few things about that hard item pool to make things not necessarily more difficult, but more balanced. For example, you still only have a max of 14 hearts, but most of the heart containers were replaced with heart pieces. So your progression of health is going to be slower and more steady over the course of the seed, instead of just capping out at 14 and having everything else turn into green 20s. Your bottles will be always empty. You'll never find a pre-filled bottle in the world. And you'll only be able to have access to 2 of those bottles. You won't have access to half magic. And all of like the overflow replacements that we normally do that would become a green 20 are instead just like 5 rupees, and you'll never notice it, with the exception of this 4th sword. So the 4th sword, you'll only get tempered. You'll only be able to go up to tempered sword, but the 4th sword will just turn into a green 20, and that'll be the only green 20 that they'll see. One last thing, there is no progressive bows this time around. There's a separate bow and a separate silvers upgrade. Just kind of like how it was V30 and before. We wanted to try that out, see how well that worked out in a competitive setting again. It looks like our race is getting started here, so we'll be able to see this in just a moment. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. We got 4 pretty good runners here. 3 of them I recognize. I don't really recognize, was it Cade? Yeah, he's kind of new to me, but Cade. I'm looking forward to seeing all 4 of them play.
Yep, and I have played these flags before. I do have some experience with them. Admittedly, I played these flags before the changes to shields were made, so I mean that shouldn't be much of a difference, but whatever.
Yeah.
But hopefully I can provide some insight as to my experience.
Yeah, so originally we did have the flags didn't have sword or shields in them. We didn't set shields. We put that back in after some feedback. Some people kind of liked having at least 1 shield. There are some strategies that you can kind of do with it to speed things up that normally just wouldn't be available to you. I feel like I've done this before. Oh.
So
Uncle's not wrong. He ain't wrong. So there's the first piece of heart. There's 32 pieces of heart in the pool. There's 2 boss heart containers and then 1 sank heart. Plus the 3 start hearts that you start with. By the way, just so you know, when you're dashing like this, you have your sword and it's still out. You can dash through bushes.
And it looks like for a map check, we got a red crystal on Eastern, and a pendant on Desert, and a normal crystal on Hera.
Okay, awesome. Oh, there's our shield. That's the only shield we're going to see this game. Matt Cap, being the first to make his way into Hyrule Castle, is going to put those boots to good use. So with casual boots, there are some players out there that all they like. So Bonta, if you've ever seen Bonta play casual boots, he actually at one point grinded out the Hyrule Castle opener and could get sub 5 escape with by just using boots. I mean, access to boots and sword. And I actually got that pretty well optimized. In the grand scheme of things, it's kind of a help, but it adds up, right? Having good Hyrule Castle strategies definitely is a big deal. So, can we do this?
Sure.
I'm wondering if we could put out a prediction. Could we predict the number of heart containers the first person to encounter Ganon will have?
Ooh.
Put that out for a long time. I know it'll
that's
be good.
That's gonna be out for a long time in terms of
it
predictions.
Will be. Yeah. Well,
if we could have like multiple predictions. So here's a question for you. So for the main tournament with the heart containers, we still cap out at 14, but this time the ratio for heart containers and heart pieces was changed. So why did you do this? Why did you change the ratio from what it was on the website to 3 heart containers you can find in the world to 32 heart pieces?
That's a really good question. So first, we do have like a master sword. So this seed's actually turning out to be kind of friendly. We'll have to see here. But back to your question. So there's a focus group that I asked some questions to. Like, I don't want to like get into like who's in that group or anything like that. But we solicited a lot of feedback from that group of individuals. And one of the things that really came up was how hard item pool really didn't feel that difficult because you were very likely just to hit heart cap relatively early in the seed. You just hit 14 or 13 or something like that, and then you just have the rest of it just be like green 20s, and it would just feel like the progression. Like now there's less excitement to finding like pieces of heart or health upgrades. Whereas now with this setup, those pieces of heart are going to be valuable, and they're gonna mean something over the course of the run. Does that kind of make sense? You don't feel like there's not just dead items just out there not being like not worth collecting at all. Like here, you might see people pick up heart pieces if they're visible. I will have to see how our runners do that. There was one, so we did a couple of tests with this earlier, just privately, and nobody picked up the heart pieces in the overworld. But we'll have to see what type of decision-making changes. By the way, we got some bombs for Kakariko. That's really nice.
Yep, that will be very nice later on. I did know for a fact that in the announcement you made that with the changes of the heart pieces and heart containers that you wanted the progression to be more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Smooth?
Yes, smooth.
Put a smoother curve on it? Yes.
Yes.
That's kind of
smooth.
Yeah, that's kind of where we were going at with that. The bottle changes were mostly the feedback of if you wanted to make things more difficult, taking away safeties in the form of like reducing the number of bottles you had access to, and the contents making those very static, like just empty, means a lot.
Yep.
So Koi finding the first heart piece of the game.
I think that's the second.
or the fourth heart piece of the game.
Someone keep track of heart pieces, because we don't have a spot for that on the tracker.
Nobody's gonna. Oh, that's a nice tree pole, by the way. There's a blue rupee there up on Lumberjack. Nobody's going for that. That could be that could have been a shield. We'll never know.
Yeah, we will never know.
And here is, so that's one of our bottles. So all 4 bottles are placed. We just cap it at 2, and the other 2 bottles just turn into 5 rupees once you've gotten 2 of them. So you have 1 bottle, which is good for Sick Kid. The reason why we decided to place all 4 bottles, so one thing we experimented with these settings was just to place 1 or 2 bottles. But the problem is that when you do that, you really mess up the odds of Sick Kid having progression. Like you shift that because a bottle is a hard requirement for Sick Kid. Plus, there's also some other logic. There's also some other logical implications of having access to bottles as well that would get messed with if we placed less than 4 bottles. So that's why we opted just to place all 4 and then cap it.
Yeah, and 1 would be required because of Sick Kid logic.
So far, like, we're not. Well, we did find flippers in the basement here,
And a flute. And a glove.
I mean, I'll take that. I will take that blind set.
Yeah, that is a very nice blind set.
Pretty convenient. Oh, one other thing. I forgot to mention this. So we place both armor upgrades in the pool, but only one of those armor upgrades is actually available. The other one will just turn into 5 rupees. Because of the less health that you're probably going to get over the course of a seed, we thought it was fine to bring back the blue mail, similar to how hard worked in V30 and earlier. It was kind of a controversial change with my focus group. There were some that preferred it one way versus another, and these are still draft settings. We might change things. I think I'm pretty happy with them right now, but we'll have to see.
Hey, speaking of that blue mail, here it is right now. And as for my experiences, I actually kind of prefer the blue mail in the pool. It does feel a little bit more comfortable to me. And yeah, as Homemade Beer is pointing out in the chat, it is a bit less of an incentive to pick up heart pieces, as it is effectively just doubling your health.
I got a prediction idea. What will we get? 2 pendants, or 2 crystals, or 1 pendant? Which will be the first that we'll get? Will a runner get 2 crystals or 1 pendant? Can we put that up?
So, what's the command? So there isn't a command. You can check the general info in the Speed Gaming Live 2021 Discord server. I don't know if we can get an invite to that posted somewhere in the chat.
Here.
And meanwhile, looks like Koi is rescuing the old man.
Here, here, 1 second. Let me pull my my document here. My gist with my summary of the settings here. Here you go. That's my official documentation. We'll put that in air quotes, official.
Right.
This kind of, it should be like a general description of what the mode is.
And we have found our second and final bottle in the dam.
All right. Wow. All right. So all of the things I'm restricting, they're just like showing up anyway.
We will shove these things onto you. All right.
There's our Kane. Everybody's kind of taking the same route. Matt Cap is a little ahead of the curve. Did he skip anything, or is he just faster?
I honestly haven't been paying attention.
I've been too busy trying to explain stuff instead of actually talking about.
So have I, and I've been busy trying to also explain things as well.
So Matt Cap is like cleaning out. He's finding out. Oh, there's our fire rod. All right,
and a lamp.
It's a very hot cave there.
So Ag is in logic.
Interesting.
I actually have a better idea for prediction. What will we find first, bow or silvers?
Hey, well, if you want to write that one up, go for it.
I am not a mod, so I cannot write that up.
I think one of our trackers is.
I think, yeah, Mad Walker is a mod. Shout out.
Help us out. I will bet the house on. That's the favorite. But
and how much is your house?
Oh no. All right, never mind. I'll bet somebody else's house. How's that sound?
Okay.
Right.
Okay, that seems fine.
Matt Cap did find. Yep, we've got a ferry at that. So we are gonna have access to ferries. We don't like make that vanilla or anything like that. You can still get a random bottle content. There's powder. Interesting.
It's interesting, but that's not really gonna do anything for us yet in the way of progression.
All right, Sora, what you got? People are pretty much taking the same route here.
Scamfish is giving us a net loss of 200 rupees.
Oh well. And then we have our powder, and we're getting out of here. Yeah. We pretty much found almost all the safety. I wonder where our small magic decanter will show up. That's what I replaced the half magic with. Yeah.
Initially, I asked why it couldn't have been a full decanter, but I realized, wait, there's no way you can do it because there's no call for a full decanter in the customizer.
Yeah, it's not an item.
Yeah, I actually found in the seed I played, I actually found my magic decanter in the uncle chest.
So
I'm like, welp.
Here's a bit of early randomizer trivia. So the heart pieces, so the small hearts and magic decanters. There's also single bombs. All of those are in the customizer, right? But we don't use them because they're not part of the normal item pool. The reason why they're there is because hard and expert difficulty at one time used to put that stuff in the pool in lieu of other junk or the items that had been removed from the pool as part of that. So they were actually used in the normal randomizer settings for some time before they were taken out.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. Also, like, then there was like a time when like hard or expert also just he's had like nothing chests. Like you just open a chest and there was just nothing. And I think also at one point there was Rupors that were also used in that difficulty. That's why we have Rupors in the customizer. It's the same reason.
We find a hookshot in the back of the hospital's hut.
Seed is like the seed's pretty free. We'll have to see, but it's still a strong feeling of Aga, but dang, we already got, yeah, we have Tempered Sword, don't we? Where was that? Where did Koi find that out?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, we found.
Oh, never mind. It was also in the back of Saha's hut. Yep.
All right.
Yep, so we're already maxed out on equipment. Just change bottles 3 and 4 to Oko B traps. Good God, no.
We want the settings to be harder, not sadistic.
Who says you haven't created sadistic settings before? A la true Ice Rod Hunt.
It's an exception. True Ice Rod Hunt doesn't count. It's a meme.
Okay, Paradox Cave, what you got?
I mean, unless there's something here where this is gonna scream Aga.
Yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna find either some sort of progression or like a Moon Pearl. There's the Moon Pearl.
There's a Moon Pearl. All right. I don't know. I think the writing's on the wall on this. What else? What else is there to check? Like we can't go into Hera.
Spiral Cave.
Spiral Cave, yeah. If it isn't Spiral Cave, then yeah, I think we're gonna do a 5-minute climb.
Or it could just be an Eastern Palace. Which, if it's an Eastern Palace, no one's gonna be happy about that.
Yeah. That's gonna be rough. All right. Well, we're gonna get our look at here at Spiral Cave.
Game, please give us the hammer.
Yeah. Are we gonna be saved? No.
Nope.
We're just getting a little bit more love here.
I mean, in the mode where heart pieces are now kind of valuable, I wouldn't say no. Oh, and Cade is going straight for Aga. Which I actually sort of mildly disagree with here. I would personally exhaust all my options. My routing style is exhaust all options before going to Aga.
I don't know. I think this is the right play.
I do too, but my routing style doesn't agree.
Yeah. Like, we haven't had anybody dive into Eastern, right? I don't think we've seen any of that.
I don't think so. I think we've just seen Sahasrara and that's it.
Yeah, Moon Pearl, like, yeah, it's Moon Pearl, Tempered Sword. Like, the Tempered Sword's probably the biggest giveaway of that because of some quirks, I guess, and how things get placed. Somebody observed, like, some behavior there. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Oh.
Apparently, that's like the common wisdom. If you get Tempered Sword and all the other stuff, it's probably going to be Aga.
Okay, Madcap. Okay, it looks like Madcap's going into Eastern. So we do have some 3-1 divergence.
Yeah.
Everyone is doing Aga except for Madcap.
Dang, this could be a big or bust.
Yeah. Like, no one wants to double dip Eastern. Unless it's a hard required double dip.
Yeah, this is Crystal 2, which makes it even worse. Alright, check number 1. Alright, well, that's a big key. We're continuing on.
Trek on.
Alright, check number 2. A piece of paper.
That piece of paper would be useful elsewhere.
Hey, you know what? In the next hotfix, that piece of paper would be more helpful in well, no, it's the compass. It's gonna be more helpful.
Yeah.
What was that, by the way? I forgot.
That Madcap just picked up. The compass.
Oh, okay, all right. I was just talking about anecdotally, so all right. It's bombs.
Item 1 is bombs. Yeah. So there's an item on the boss.
This is put out. All right, everybody, like send your blessing to Madcap here. Like, is this gonna pay?
I've been so like invested in Madcap's screen that I am not paying attention to how many blue balls Aga has thrown at us.
It averages out to 3 anyway, so it's whatever. All right.
Oh. Unfortunate.
Sort of the right color, but not quite.
Wait, what color?
Sorry, go ahead.
Wait, what's red that's useful?
Oh, I was going more the orange. If you squint at it hard, it's like orange.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Oh no, I'm just being dumb here.
All right.
So we've got Aga down on 2 screens. They're gonna have this done here in just a hot second.
Red crystal at pod. Meyer has a red pendant, and Thieves is our green pendant.
That looks good. Okay, yeah. So here's the question. Where's our progression at?
Where's our progression? It's progression. It's gonna be in Thieves, I'm guessing. It's gonna be in Thieves or Village of Outcast.
Alright, so the bot's dead, so I'll go ahead and be the bot here. This is a daily race. This is using the Speed Gaming Live 2021 settings that are a draft. It's basically just a standard world state starting boots and sword, but with a tweaked item pool to make things a little harder in a different way. You're going to see runners with way less health. Notice that our runners only have 6 health going into the Dark World here. With the blue mail, it's not too bad. That's effectively double that, so you're looking at like 12 hearts, but all 4 of our runners at this point have basically full cleared the Light World. To no avail. With Madcap going the extra step of actually checking out Eastern Palace. Our other 3 runners skipped that. So that's going to be a double dip on Madcap's side here.
Yep. We did find an ice rod on Catfish. Which is fine because that's which is fine because after defeating Aga, that's literally the only appropriate time that you could do Catfish and route it in a manner that doesn't seem out of the way.
Exactly. So, yeah, we're not going to have an Ice Ride hunt this seed. That's going to be nice. Still, where's that hammer at? It's probably like in Hype Cave or something dumb like that. Hammer in Hype Cave is always a good time.
But have you ever had double gloves in Hype Cave?
It's even better.
Yeah.
That is quite the trek.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Cade falling into the pinball room. They might be stuck here if this is not a small key.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. Admittedly, that's very funny.
That is sad to see. Now Cade is gonna have to make this run all the way back. That is gonna eat some time. Which is unfortunate.
Okay. That's gonna be a very nice time save for everyone else except for Cade.
Yeah, no, we saw Agina. We saw Agina. Ice Ride Cave, I think, was checked too.
I think Ice Ride Cave was a piece of heart.
Yeah. We pretty much got the entire overworld except Eastern on three of the runners. And
yeah.
Madcap full cleared.
Koi is just going right for the back and is going to kill Mothula.
So, one thing I will say, though, for Cade, because of that mirror, at least was able to... This run back through the northern end of the Dark World is kind of unfortunate, but it's not in vain, because there is a couple of checks that Cade can do that he couldn't do the first time around.
Yeah, so this does kind of work out a little bit in Cade's favor, but it is still a teeny bit of a time loss. Koi takes down Mothula with very little effort to get a heart container, Sank Heart at that, and gets the first crystal of the match at 28:37.
Well, there's crystal number 1. All right. And with Thieves Town is a pendant.
Yeah, Thieves is the green pendant.
So there is a decent chance that, we could have a pendant before 2 crystals. It is a pretty decent play to go clear out Thieves Town with a green pendant. That's 1 extra check. We'll have to see how Koi decides to play that. Yeah,
Thieves is looking incredibly appealing right now.
Oh, you see what Madcap is doing? This is.
He's going into pod.
Yeah, it's not bow locked. So this is going to be interesting because we don't have any of the gear to finish this. We don't have bow. We don't have hammer. So this is probably going to be a double dip, unless we get lucky. Now there could be hammer and pod. That would be a feels bad man moment.
Yeah, you always hate to see things be French vanilla.
All right, got him.
Single arrow.
I think he was contemplating hovering that, but I think decided against that. It's probably just going to mimic clip his way over there. All right, another heart container. Up to 8.
Good point, homemade. Good point, homemade beer. Speaking of French vanilla, that is technically where the arrow is. That technically is where the single arrow is in vanilla.
Kind of. It's in the pod basement, the U room.
Yeah, that's what I meant by French vanilla. Yeah, it looks like Madcap's just gonna mimic clip.
Yeah, this is probably if you're gonna go into pod, if you have this ability. Alright, so Cade has Mothula down. He's gonna claim that other heart container. That was actually Sank Heart.
Yes. I did point that out. Skullwoods, yeah, very nice clear. Tempered Sword really doesn't make Mothula that big of an issue. Okay, does get the Mimic clip down. Let's see what we can find here. We're not going to find a bow here. We could find silvers. But it's 2 keys.
Not opting for the Death Warp, probably because they have a... So Madcap has a fairy.
Yeah,
would be
being subconscious.
Yeah, kind of would be in a weird scenario with the Death Warp. Probably doesn't want to burn that fairy as well because health is kind of at a premium right now.
Yeah, we are at 7 hearts. Yep, and Koi and Aura are going to clean up the checks that Cade had done earlier of Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb. Find a mushroom in the brewery.
I mean, I'm kind of rooting for Madcap here to have this pod dip pay out, but it's kind of looking bleak now.
Yeah, it's very clear that Thieves Town and Skullwoods and Village of Outcast was the play here. I want this to be the correct play too on Madcap's side. But like, you know, like you're going out of logic on purpose and it's a gamble you're making. So you have to think about what can and can't be here. So we know for a fact that pod, technically speaking, is bow locked.
Yeah, this is definitely... you're not going to find bow here. There's a lot of keys as well. Big key. Yeah, because we're down to our last checks. It's going to be Harmless Hellway. And then we've got... And then we've...
Dark Maze. Yeah.
Dark Maze, and then... Yeah, and then you're going to have to just peace out.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Koi and Cade are making the venture into Thieves Town. This is something I do actually agree with. I think this is the most appealing thing for them to do right now. Aside from, like, go to Hype Cave.
Yeah, it's... For Thieves Town's size, the density of the checks are pretty good. It's just right there. It's a green pendant. If I had a nickel for every time I got messed up by having progression in the back of Thieves Town, a pendant Thieves Town, I'd have a lot of nickels. So I totally get this play, 120%.
See, now there's also a risk in like clearing Thieves Town too, is that like you're leaving behind the big chest, which if the hammer's not in this dungeon, like you're never going back for that.
Yeah, oh no, like... I mean, right now we're still... It seems like we're in a pretty good spot. We haven't found a small key yet. I mean, I've got one more check that could have that small key, and if it doesn't have that, then we're in the clear.
Yeah, but technically that also means that logically we needed the hammer to complete this dungeon.
No.
But even then, though, like, it's nice to have that information.
Yeah.
But, like, we don't care. Oh, there's the small key.
Alright. So...
Alright. Let's see if this is a technical double dip by having Blind have the hammer. That would be so rude if that actually was the case.
I mean, we found both the map and compass here, right?
I believe so. Oh, we saw 4 items in Thieves Town? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, alright. Okay, so yeah, never mind. Alright, so we're... Yeah, alright, so everything I just said was irrelevant, yeah.
Yeah. Cade does...
Koi's skipping stuff, so...
Yeah.
Koi knows.
Yeah. Oh, there's the bow. Bow in Cave 45.
Dang. I mean, I suppose there's worse spots for the bow. Madcap is not going to be happy to see that.
Yeah, Madcap. Yeah, you get the mirror in Skullwoods. You go right to Cave 45. No, you're not going to be happy. Oro seems to be doing a nice job riding the seed.
We're going to get our first look at the cave formerly known as Hype Cave.
Yep. That was a nice blind script from Koi.
Heart pieces. 20 rupees. There's silver arrow. Yeah.
There's the silvers.
So
and the red meringue.
So that silver arrow sprite, so that was something that was created for a randomizer. That was actually drawn by Small Hacker. So I'm kind of glad to see that's the real reason why I didn't want progressives bows. I wanted to see the OG silver sprite. It's a good time.
Yep. As someone that does like science, I am very appreciative of the fact that the sprite says AG on it. Because that is the symbol for silver in the periodic table.
That's why it's not Aghanim.
I wish it was.
We're gonna take a look at this tablet here. Oh, I think
it wasn't anything.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
keeping track of fork runners is a bit difficult.
Yep.
At least Oro going for the hammerless swamp dive. Let's go. Let's go.
I am very intrigued by this play, but I mean, like, this is like, if there's something here, like, this is huge, but otherwise, like, what is your alternative?
Like, he is kind of running low on locations, so I don't blame Oro.
Yeah, this feels a bit like clowning.
I mean, it's a daily. Who doesn't clown in a daily?
That's true. That is very true.
Alright, that is not what we're looking for. And Koi is not taking the bait of that hammerless swamp. Or is he? No? Oh, no, he has to go to Hype Cave first.
Yeah. Cade is turning in his mushroom. And there's the mitts. Ew.
Oh wait, mushroom have mitts?
Yep.
Oh, where was the mushroom at?
The mushroom was in the brewery.
Alright, not the worst item chain ever, but that is pretty disgusting. So Madcap, he's really behind right now, unfortunately, just because of those early plays into both Eastern and Pod just didn't quite pan out. Everybody else is pretty much on the path, with like Oro kind of just lasering it. Now this is going to be a double dip for Oro unless there's something in the back of Unless there's...
No, it's not. He's got a bow.
Oh, no, it's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about pod. He decides to go...
Yeah,
he
pod.
set up a pod entry. And unless there's a hammer on Armos Knights, because we still are missing one item out of this dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, hammer could be on Armos Knights.
Yeah, it's kind of a tall order at this point. I have a feeling that Oro is going to end up taking the pod bait, and that's probably going to help Matt Cap out.
Are we getting the Harapot? Yep, looks like it.
First try every time. So Oro finds both the map and compass. We know for a fact that Armos has an item.
Yeah, well, we knew this from when Madcap was in here.
Yeah. All right. So !daily is said in chat. We don't have the bot to respond with that right now, so I'm going to be your bot for you. So this is a Speed Gaming daily race, part of the racing series here on Speed Gaming. This is the Speed Gaming Live 2021 mode. This is basically just a casual boots. That means a starting to yes, standard world state, uncle, escape, all of that. You start with boots and a sword, and then we've tweaked the item pool to make things a little more difficult. Most notably, or Koi has 10 hearts, so maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe it's all normal.
Yep. So for starters, we have capped off our mail upgrades at blue mail. We've capped off our shields at fighter shield. Our sword is capped at tempered. Our hearts are capped off at 14 with 32 heart pieces and 3 heart containers. Bows are non-progressive, so we will find the bow and the silvers separately. To name a few things. Bottles are capped at 2. And they're also always empty. There's a book in Thieves Town. I guess I neglected to point that out.
We haven't came across the small magic decanter yet. Very sad.
Yeah, that's true too. There's also no half magic.
What is Armos Knight's gonna bail Oro out, or is he gonna get baited? Oh, he's gonna get baited.
That's unfortunate.
I think it's gonna happen with all of our runners, though. Like Koi, he's gonna dive into here to no avail. Cade might do the same, assuming the hammer doesn't show up. The only person's not gonna get baited is Madcap because that already happened. So I think we might be in.
He already got baited.
I don't think we'll be in a terrible place, honestly.
So we found Quake in Hera basement.
Okay. And we've got we don't have a scout on. Cade's gonna be able to give us that scout because Cade has mitts. So we're gonna see here in a hot second what is required to open up Turtle Rock.
Madcap's gonna be getting his mitts in a second right here. We will see if 22 seconds of time is required to be able to enter Turtle Rock.
Cap, where you gonna go? Gonna take those mitts. He's gonna lift things.
There's the blue cane, so... Well, we've already had... Did we find the cape? No, we didn't. So that's... Oh, wait, we don't have the hammer, so we can't access Spike Cave.
Yeah, no, that's still out of... Okay, alright, so... Hot intel moment on Cade's side. And... It looked like Quake. I couldn't see over the FPS display.
I couldn't either.
Well, let's see here. Let's create a clip. We're gonna do this the tried and true way. We're gonna take a clip of the stream here. And
Eternal September in chat is saying it looked like Quake, but they are not positive.
let's
Macap, meanwhile, is doing the Smith chain.
it is Bombos. The video replay shows it is Bombos.
Yeah, and apparently, according to Cade's own stream, it is Bombos as well.
Yep. It was really fast though, and it was obscured. But we have the intelligence now on this, so we are good to go.
Yes. Shoutouts to our tracker, Sapphire and Matt Walkard, keeping us in line. Making sure that we're honest and keeping our trackers' items and equipment all up to date.
Okay, so Matt Cap has these mitts. We're gonna have to see what decisions Matt Cap makes now. Cade's also gonna get baited into half dipipods, so I think the pod play isn't really gonna hurt Matt Cap as much as it could have, especially if all of our other runners decide to make the same play. Again, there are more than 4 people in this race. There are 12? Dozen?
Yeah.
A dozen?
Yes, if a dozen people are running this very same seed.
And then Ban, you forfeited. Why? What? I'm disappointed in you, Ban. If you're watching right now,
he's gonna see this later when the VOD comes out. Yeah, I just updated the commands earlier.
Oh, excellent.
So they should be working now.
Beautiful.
There we go. That's a good bot.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Stuff is happening now. So Koi's picked up another crystal. So we have 2 crystals and a pendant on Koi's side. I think that's pretty much going to be the state of most of our runners. It's going to be 1 to 2 crystals.
Did Madcap not kill blind?
He has bow. He's the tracker says bow. Might be his mix click.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised why you don't kill, even though it is a pendant, it's green pendant though. So
yeah, no, I'm certain that he has it. We'll see in a second if we ever see his item menu ever again.
Yeah, but it is unlikely we will see that because quick swap is a thing. That's why I appreciate people like Koi, because Koi doesn't use quick swap. So we always get to see his menu.
See, you know what we're going to do here? So, hot secret. Nobody knows this yet, but in the next hotfix release, we're going to be making a change to quick swap so it only works while you're paused.
Oh, God. So, the joke is that it won't work at all.
I didn't say that.
Ah, so you're leaving it all up to interpretation. Easy armor's kill on Kate's side, and he gets his 3rd crystal of the match. Kate is sort of blown ahead, far forerunners.
Looks like Madcap doesn't have it marked off on his tracker. Where was that bow in Thieves Town then?
There wasn't a bow in Thieves Town.
Oh, it was in High.
It was in Cave. It was in Cave 45.
Seed Blur. I knew that.
I'm choosing to believe you.
As far as we know, nobody's touched Desert yet. I haven't seen anybody in there.
I don't see any reason to do Desert. Maybe the front, but you don't go and kill Blandmo.
Nah, it's like 2 items. You have other crystals to do. We'll have to see if Cade goes in. Now would be the time to do it. Yeah, looks like Cade's going in.
Yeah, I would do this. I would definitely go in right here because, we could have checked the pedestal, but what do we really need? Do we just need hammer?
I think you're right. I think we're in hammer mode. I don't see any other scenario where, yeah, it's just hammer. Because that's locking out Ice Palace, Turtle Rock, Swamp Palace, and Pod. 4 crystals are locked out by that hammer. So, eek.
Yeah.
I'd say the seed's been pretty kind on the safeties. We have players at around 10, 11 hearts. We'll probably see people get up to 12 by the time this will probably be a higher health seed just because of the amount of searching we're gonna have to do for that for the hammer. We'll have to see wherever that shows up. But
I was so ready for the compass just to be the hammer and just say, how about right now? And unfortunately, it wasn't.
I mean, I could just say that this is going to be hammer, like every time somebody opens up a chest, and eventually I'll be right, and then people just clip that one, and I'll just be like, Galaxy Brain, awesome. When in reality, I'm brute force.
And then I will have to explain. And then I will have to explain the context why in the VOD you hear this will be hammer so many times.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at Meyer, but do you think it was Bombos?
I couldn't tell.
I mean, nobody's really going into Meyer. I don't blame them.
Yeah, there's no real reason to go into Meyer.
What could be terrible is if we have a hammer on pedestal. Has anybody scouted Ped?
No. Hammer on Ped would be terrible.
Yeah. But at least, you know what? At the same time, it actually wouldn't be because at least they'd have a goal. They'd know what they need to do.
True.
And you just go mode. You just go mode Desert and you just go mode Meyer really, really quick. But I think Kate is just going to Alright, that's Quake. Okay.
Ooh, Boy takes a fall.
I hate to see that happen, but
Yep.
Moldorm's gonna Moldorm.
Yeah. Cade's going into Meyer. This makes sense.
Hammer could easily be here. There's a few items. So
Yeah, Hammer could easily be in here.
I'll have to
Aura was contemplating.
Alright.
Nope, nope, we're getting the ped check. Alright. If you really want this to be evil, you want Hammer to be here.
You know, the best part about
Otherwise,
it is...
you want anything else.
Oh,
There's the hammer! Ew.
Alright.
Alright.
He has the plan. He knows what he needs to do.
How is this not giving you PTSD from your 1 league seed you had in season 2? Ugh, that's horrible. This is Oops All Dungeons now. Well, to be fair, at least this isn't full entrance shuffle.
Oh, and Oro skipped. Oh yeah, he has to go back in and finish.
Oh no!
Oh,
that's unfortunate. Yep, that's unfortunate.
So here's the thing, right? So here's the deal. If Cade decides, Cade could just inadvertently be on the right path right now, and he doesn't even know it. That's like the best part about this scenario right now.
Yeah, this is a hard all dungeons required seed. Because we needed to kill Aga to get access to the Dark World, and now we need to complete all the pendants to get the hammer. Oh, I think Koi's checking the pedestal right now too.
All right, so Koi is going to know the truth here in just a minute. The truth.
Yeah,
that we all,
you don't go up this way unless you're checking pedestal.
No, yeah, we have the truth was in our hearts all along. We just needed the pedestal to expose it.
And Cade, unfortunately, screwing up the block puzzle, so has to reset the room.
I mean, if Cade blind pulls Ped, he's gonna be ecstatic. Because like right now, like
oh
Cade,
yeah,
yeah,
like he can go mode so fast because Meyer and Dizzard are right next to each other. But the issue is that like he's already cleared the front of Desert, so unless he wants to go to just kill Landmo, like. If he kills Landmo, then he's gonna suspect something's on Ped, but I don't see any reason why he would kill Landmo.
So Compass was the freestanding item up here on Koi's side. Did we find map? Like, is there an item on Landmo?
Yeah, we did find a map. We did find the map, so there is an item on the boss.
Okay, so that is going to probably at least bring Cade there. But the thing is, right, is that Koi and Oro, they can go mode all of this. That's the thing. Like, Cade is going to feel like he's going to have to full clear everything. Or at least get all the items out of all these dungeons. Whereas, you know, Koi and Oro are going to be able to be a bit more efficient. Madcap also doesn't have the knowledge of the pedestal. So it's probably also going to end up blind polling unless Madcap decides not to. If that makes any sense, it doesn't. Doesn't make sense.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, Koi is... Yeah, so right now, we're still one pendant each. One pendant on 3 players, and then Madcap is going for pendant number 1.
Yeah, Koi does have Quake. We just saw his menu.
Like, I think, wasn't somebody... Oh, I know why Ninban forfeited. He had to do something here in like an hour. I'm wondering if Ninban read the pedestal, realized that it was Hammer, and was like, I'm not gonna have time to finish this. That would be a Ninban move.
You read the pedestal 10 minutes in? I don't think that's even possible. Where was the book? The book was in Thieves Town. There's no way you could have read it 10 minutes in.
Oh, he forfeit. Oh, he forfeited 10 minutes in. Oh, well, he just. Oh, well, he bailed himself out of this one, I guess. All right.
Yes, he definitely did.
I still like to believe though that Ninban forfeited because Hammer was on ped.
I feel like anyone would forfeit because Hammer was on ped.
Well, I mean, we don't have any other forfeits in the race, so. Ninban did actually seriously say though they had like a limited amount of time, so I'm wondering if that's just what happened.
Yeah, that is probably what happened.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
So Cade looks like he's gonna just blind pull, which as soon as Cade pulls that pedestal, he is probably going to be jumping up and down in his chair.
Did Cade kill? No. Cade did not. Cade bailed out of Meyer.
Oh.
All right,
no.
now this has got bad for Cade.
Oh no. Please.
He's gonna scout this.
Are you checking ped? He's gonna check ped and he's gonna feel real bad now.
Yeah.
Or no, he's not. No, he's not. Where is he going? Miss sequence, maybe?
Don't know. I kept realizing do not have big key. Big key get somewhere.
Yeah, Cade's doing Smith chain.
Yeah. Alright, so Cade was close to having the answer, but it's gonna elude him just for a little bit longer, unfortunately. Hate to see that. Beautiful. That is a beautiful stair extension or a door extension. On Aurora.
Yeah, I think that's a door. That is a door extension.
Yeah, it's a door extension, not stair extension. There's no stairs there. Should really learn that door that door extension. That's a pretty nice one to know.
Yeah, it does save a few seconds. If you can like get it, first try, it could save a bit of time.
I think right now, like the competition is pretty hot between Koi and Oro right now.
Yeah.
Koi looks like a little bit behind, but Oro still needs to do desert. But right now, they're probably the closest between each other. Right now, I have a feeling that Cade's probably going to get led on a wild adventure here before deciding to check pedestal.
Oh no, Cade's going into ice.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, this is definitely a wild adventure. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, we know for a fact that there is nothing in here that could be the answer to what we're looking for. Or anything that would be even remotely helpful. I guess with the exception of maybe the cape and the bug net, but they're more like, they're more like useful safeties and nothing more really. That's gonna be 3 pendants for Koi.
So, Koi making his way to the pedestal.
Yes. Unfortunately, we don't got good audio on him, so we aren't going to be able to hear that nice little jingle.
You have good audio for Oro?
And we also don't got good audio for Oro. Dun 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 dun.